Three more big professional fights on the way here on V3 Fights. Next up, a professional welterweight division battle. Then we have our co-main events, which will feature Mr. Seth Anderson and the very popular Reggie Spider Monkey Adams, followed by our main event with Dewan, the Real Deal Pickney, and Taylor Callens. Speaking of popular fighters, we get ready for this V3 Fights professional welterweight division battle. Two very likable guys, two very familiar names. One that talks a little more trash than the other, but we've talked about Kevin Henry tonight as a coach, and of course the man who runs the Phalanx Fight Team out of Memphis, Tennessee, nicknamed Cannibal. We've had him numerous times on V3 Fights, and he'll be going up against Terry, the Dream Killer Johnson, who won in his professional debut here on V3 Fights, and it was a very popular victory. His family was here. It was quite the moment. But Kevin Henry, who has had a lot of fights, amateur and pro, in his career, is still looking for that first pro win.
He's looking for it. He takes fights. Kevin doesn't back out. He doesn't have complaints about who he fights. He'll take them. He enjoys the sport. He enjoys competition. You know, my hat's off to the guy. He hasn't tasted victory yet, but I think this is a fight that's very evenly matched for him and definitely puts him in a position to get that first win.
There's a 37-year-old. He's still in good shape. He's still game. How many more fights are in this guy, I wonder. But Kevin Henry is involved in a lot of things. Again, with Phalanx Fight Team, he works as head of security at V-Live Memphis. He just finished a real estate school license, I guess it is, that you get to sell real estate. I mean, the guy's busy.
Former Army Intel analyst, you know, he's done a lot. And here he is. He started this at a late point in his life, but he's ready to get it done.
Some of the folks that'll be in his corner and that'll be rooting him on, you just saw. Owner of a Gracie Blue Belt, there he is, Kevin the Cannibal Henry. So we got a Cannibal and we got a Dream Killer in this V3 Fights professional welterweight division battle. And here comes Terry Johnson. North Memphis, Tennessee by way of Oakland, California. Fighting out of UFC Germantown and the Memphis Police Department Boxing Gym. Coached by familiar names Brian Hall, Austin Lyons, Evangelos Patrikios, and cornered by the same three. Here he comes, the killer. He says family motivates him to fight. Trying to make it 2-0 in his pro career, the 33-year-old, as we take a look at the tail of the tape. And he's a very popular fighter. Johnson at 5'11", as is Henry. Johnson weighed in 4 pounds heavier than Henry at yesterday's weigh-in. He's a Muay Thai fighter. Johnson, make that Henry an MMA fighter. I mentioned the age difference. Johnson 33, Henry 37. So two veterans as far as age-wise, but as far as professional fights, again, only the second for Johnson. Johnson has a 77-inch reach, and Henry has a 74-inch reach. So there we go. There's your tail of the tape. What do you think?
Johnson's tough. Henry's going up a weight to fight him, but like I said, I think this is an even fight for Kevin in some regards. Terry's definitely fired up. He's got a ton of fans, a ton of support. He is so fired up in front of his family, like you pointed out last fight. Huge motivation for him. He was close to 300 pounds at one point. You know, he weighed in yesterday at 170. The guy's lost 130 pounds. So hats off to him to change his life to be around for his kids.
Well, the kids, we just, I don't know if you noticed, the kids are cage side. They were just brought in to watch Pops. And here comes Terry inside the V3 Fights cage. Again, this is a professional welterweight division battle. Kevin Cannibal Henry, Terry Dream Killer Johnson. Let's meet the two formally, as we go inside the cage, to Dustin Starr.
V3 Legion. This bout is brought to you by Heineken. And it's set for 3 5-minute rounds in the V3 Fights professional welterweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man inside the cage, is Eric McMahon. Introducing first out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with white trim, stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighed in at 167 pounds. He has a record of 0 wins and 5 losses. Representing Phalanx Gym with an MMA style. He's fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee. It's Kevin the Cannibal Henry. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the orange corner. He wears the black combat trunks, and he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 171 pounds and has a record of 1 win and 0 losses. He's representing UFC Germantown with a Muay Thai style. He's fighting out of North Memphis by way of Oakland, California. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Terry, the Dream Killer Johnson.
Thank you very much, Dustin Starr, for that great introduction. Eric McMahon will be the third man inside the cage. This is scheduled for 3 rounds, 5-minute rounds. And again, the pro bouts here on V3 Fights, sanctioned by the Tennessee Athletic Commission. The judges, Clint Kolosinski, Jimbo Surratt, Joe Staniker. Round 1, here we go on V3 Fights.
Kevin Henry can be a strong starter. Oh, and he's out. He's out already.
Wow, Terry Johnson drops him in a matter of seconds. Now pounding away. Henry trying to hold on.
Eric McMahon was close to stopping that. He was out with 1 punch, but he was able to recover. But now Terry's got to be careful here and watch out for an armbar.
Wow. Henry just to survive that one as he was leveled to start this fight. Johnson now gets free. In the guard, Henry trying to hold him back, and he's doing a decent job of it right now. Boy, that was quick, and that opened up some kind of a cut. I don't know where the blood's coming from, but there is blood coming from some area of Kevin Henry's head. The chants for Terry in the background here at Minglewood Hall. And a long way to go here in this first round. Can you pick it up, Jason, where that cut's coming from?
Well, it looks like it might be over his left eye. I don't see anything on the right side of the head, but with that bald head, just a little tiny scratch can make you bleed. Doesn't?
Well, you got a battle of bald heads here
in
this fight. I'll give Kevin Henry credit. I mean,
So it looks like there's a cut right on the left side of his head.
I see it now. He got leveled, and Johnson seized the moment. He didn't hesitate. He jumped on him, but again, give the veteran Kevin Henry some credit.
You know, these guys have trained together before. They've worked out with each other. There's no animosity. There's no hatred. It's just, hey, they want to go in there and fight, and they agreed to it.
No question about it. There's certainly a lot of mutual respect for each other, and that's what it is in the fight game. That blood is really coming down now. He has really opened it up on Henry.
Looks like Terry's going to try for a submission here with a choke, getting it in deeper.
It just wasn't deep enough. Yeah, he lets it go. He'll try again.
Didn't quite have that grip, but he's going to reset and try it again. Now, Vice Terry probably just let this fight stand back, get back up.
Well, Henry's trying to. He's able to slip out of it a little bit. He'll try one more time. I don't know how deep it's tough to see from this angle. He's trying. Well, you see that energy he's putting into it.
Sometimes that blood and sweat.
No
Terry's
submission.
trying to tell him he's out, but he's not
out.
No,
he's not out, and Henry tried to throw a punch, and now Henry gets loose, and he's trying to throw some punches at Terry Johnson, who gives up his back. Henry now pounding away. Johnson covers up. Johnson playing a little possum maybe right there. And now it's the Cannibal letting loose with ground and pound. And now he goes for the rear naked choke. What a turnaround in this fight with 1:45 to go in round one.
Terry's about to tap.
He tapped out. What an amazing come from behind victory by that man right there. Kevin Henry. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Almost knocks him out with the first punch.
That one looked like it was over early with a big punch from Johnson. Henry was in trouble. He jumped on Henry, and then Henry was able to rally. And now you see Henry on the offensive, and then a quick rear naked after the ground and pound.
I don't know what Terry Johnson was thinking. He's trying to tell the ref he's out. Well, he wasn't out. You've got to defend at all times, protect yourself at all times. You can't tell the referee what he needs to do, and it cost Terry Johnson a win.
And give a lot of credit to Clint Kolosinski. He knew he wasn't out, and Henry, maybe knowing that something was going on, kind of tried to throw a punch to show everybody I'm not out. By no means am I out. Look at Henry, a bloody mess, but that's your winner, and his first win as a professional. Let's get the official time. Let's go inside the cage. Jason Lederfein will talk to our winner, Kevin Cannibal Henry. The two now gathered together by Eric McMahon. Let's get the official time with Dustin Starr.
We have a winner, 3 minutes and 21 seconds into the first round. By rear naked choke, your winner, Kevin the Cannibal Henry!
There it is. Kevin Henry gets his first professional victory and now gets a few words with Jason Lederfein, who takes away some of that blood with the towel.
All right, here's your winner, Kevin Henry. Looks like he put you in some trouble early, dropped you, looked like you were out, you recovered. He had you in a choke. I think he was telling the ref you might have been out. You threw some punches, you reversed it. Walk us through what just happened.
Man, I ain't sure what happened. I know my eyes swollen and I choked him. That's about all I know. Ain't that all I need to know?
Who else you want to thank? You've got a team that put on a great performance tonight. You got a bunch of animals over there. Who do you want to thank?
Man, mostly just my team. Hidden Lab, Phalanx Fight Team, Earthquake MMA, all you dudes, man. We go to community centers in the middle of nowhere and train for free. Man, these dudes have all the heart in the world.
Well, there you go, earning his first win, Kevin the Cannibal Henry.
Cut my life into pieces.
I think he won over some fans tonight. There's no question about it. He looked out, he looked done, and he came back from the dead like Lazarus. A first round rear naked choke victory for Kevin Henry at the 3:21 mark. Yeah, there was that just ground and pound, and then there it is, the rear naked choke, and then the tap out by Dream Killer. Terry Johnson looked like he had this fight from the get-go. There you see the tap. Again, great camera work from our crew, sensational. And you got to feel good. I was saying, while you were making the walk back from the cage, I think he won over some fans. There were more people applauding at the end there for him than there were when he was introduced.
So I got some clarification from Eric McMahon. I wanted to know what Terry said, what happened. Terry claimed that he was out. Eric McMahon said, no, he's not. He starts throwing punches. Terry Johnson says, hey, the only reason he reversed it and choked me is because you didn't stop it. I let him go when he was unconscious. So you've got to listen to the referee. You can't tell the referee what he's got to do. He's got to make the decision. You've got to keep fighting.
Well, we know for a fact he wasn't out.
Absolutely.
He started throwing punches. There was no, he was out for 2 seconds and all of a sudden started fighting punches. That's a mistake by a guy who's been around for a while. I know it's only Terry's second professional fight, but he's been around and he has a great team. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Kevin Henry made him pay.
Definitely was.